Okay, so we're going to tune. I'm going to show you how to tune a cello and a violin, and you can apply the same to a viola. So I'm going to go to my tuner app, and I'm going to get this one right here. It's called Tuner Pitched. There are probably others that work just as well. But you tap on it, and it's going to open up a tuner. So I'm going to have Allie on her cello play an A. I'm going to show you what it does. So up here at the top, it's going to show you that it's what note is being played, because it's going to pick up on the pitch of what it is. And then when the needle is in the middle and the two sides turn green is when it's in tune. So watch for that. Allie, play your A again. And her A is in tune. So her next string is D. It's a teeny bit sharp. Let's try it again. It's in tune. So what she did is she went, and because it was so close, she turned her fine tuner. It was sharp, so she loosened it just a little bit, loosened the screw just a teeny bit, and it matched. So let's do G. And that's a little bit flat. Very close to it, a little bit more. And so you can call that good. I'm a perfectionist. I like to get it right on, but both sides were green. It was pointing straight up, and it said G at the top. It's going to have a number next to it. Don't worry about that. But if it says G sharp, that's not right. So make sure that that the right one is showing. It's reading my voice. Okay, and C. Can you see it? So it's flat. So she's going to tighten it to get it higher. A little bit more. Notice how it says C up here. Little tiny bit more. And tiny bit for cello, maybe. Good. Maybe a half a turn for cello. Now on a violin, it's going to be different. They're just the amounts that you turn it. So I'm going to play my A. And it's in tune. My D is sharp. I do not actually have a fine tuner. So when you turn the pegs, if it's off or you don't have a fine tuner, you got to be really careful about that. If you've ever tuned a guitar, it's nothing like a guitar. I have parents all the time who break strings because a guitar you can just crank and it, it will fluctuate pretty easily. Any kind of a wood string instrument like the cello or the violin or viola, the pegs are really like they're, you only need to turn it just a little bit for it to go a whole step or half step even. So you want to carefully turn it. So as you're turning, and this is a sharp, so I need to turn it down. And I usually, rule of thumb, I always loosen it and go up to it, even if it's a little sharp, because it's safer. You can't bust a string very easily by loosening it. If you tighten it too much, it can snap. So always loosen first. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to turn it toward me to loosen it and turn it away from me to tighten it. So I don't know if Allie, you want to hold that so you can see that. And right now it says C sharp, so it's way off. I need to get it to where it says D. And I'm going to turn it just a little bit. And it's a little sharp now. So do you see my thumb barely moved? I hardly turn it. I need a fine tuner. Sometimes I can even, like if it's really close, just stretch the string, pull it just a little bit. There we go. And it went right on. Okay, you can, I would suggest holding it up against you like this. You can pull the string this way if you're a parent, or if you have your child playing it, that might be better because it gives it an even sound while you're playing. Okay, so that's, oh, I'm going to tell you one more thing too. The pegs are tapered. So they're just a little bit. It's hard to tell by looking at them, but they're tapered and then they fit into the holes. So if you are tuning it and it keeps falling, it just keeps loosening and loosening and you can't get it to stay, turn it in while you turn it, and just you're going to push it in harder than you turn it this way. So you're just going to really, turn it just a little bit this way, but push it in while you're turning it just a little bit, like you're almost like a screw, but just don't turn it very much. Turn it just a little bit while you push it in, and that will jam it into that hole a little better and help it stay. Okay, hope that helps. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me.